Hey, it's Achickwitbeatz here with Breezy Gipson. We're glad that you're with us today. We got another show lined up for you, with music industry news and beats by yours truly. I'm happy about that. How about you?
Got them dogs going now. Got them dogs going.
Right. Get your Arsenio arm up there. Reference. All right. Yeah, I'm thrilled about it and kind of ready, excited to get to it. So
let's do it.
All right, let's go. All right, and up next, sounds from my new EP, Rainy Days and Chill Nights, available on all the major platforms, wherever you vibe to music. And then we'll be right back with music industry news right after this. Okay, and we're back with music industry news. First thing on the agenda is Questlove. It's going to be honored with the Sundance Institute's Vanguard Award. And so, of course, this is for the phenomenal documentary Summer of Soul. I can't stress this enough. If you love music in any way, shape, or form, especially soul music, gospel music, like anything along that vein, you definitely have to see this. So, kudos to him for receiving the award. Traditionally, it's been given annually to artists whose innovative original works spotlight the art of storytelling and embody creative independence. So this year is expanded to recognize nonfiction as well. So it's pretty cool. And if it's something that you're interested in checking out, seeing him receive this honor, it's going to be on October 20th, live online. And guess what? It's free at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. So, heads up there. Make sure you go to Sundance to check that out if that's something you're into.
Yeah, because history point blank is extremely important. Okay. And so a lot of people did a lot of work in a lot of different great ways. And so, we're not about just overstepping and overlooking or trying to erase that. Okay. So, hey, those things happen. These things happen. And in a joyous way. So, hey, take advantage and congratulations to them too.
Yes. Big shout out. All right, and ticketing company Dice has raised $122 million in new finance. So their purpose behind it is that they're going to significantly grow the company by expanding its reach to artists, fans, and venues, while hiring on new team members and adding to its live stream offering. So they're also going to be launching a artist development program. And so they're just trying to really work with artists with this platform. So, good things coming. I read once that they had actually done some work with Kanye West, and once the tickets weren't found on secondary sites, then he started to work with them a little more often. Now, how they were able to accomplish that, I have no idea. So yeah, you heard it here first. The chick doesn't know, but I think it's awesome. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to come forth from there. And just as they said, they're hiring new team members. If you want a job in the music industry, you can go right to their website, check it out, and apply.
Whoa.
Yeah.
don't procrastinate.
Right. And Roblox has struck a deal with music publishers. Now, this is a good thing for them. So the announcement follows the news back in June that indie and major publishers had gotten together via the MPMA to sue Roblox for $200 million, saying that they, broke copyrights. And so now that they've come to this agreement, the lawsuit's been dismissed. And so, it's always good when these companies can kind of work together with artists, because both stand to benefit from it as long as the deal is done right. So that's the main thing. It shouldn't just be one party benefiting. But good news to Roblox for that. And just good stuff.
Right. Very good stuff.
Yeah, and speaking of partnerships, Warner Music and Twitch just inked one. And so, this is pretty cool, because we just talked about last week how, their Twitch is doing better with working with artists and music labels. And so now with this deal that's come up, they're going to be launching Warner Music Group artist channels that'll have exclusive content, behind the scenes material. There's also going to be a standalone Warner Music space that's going to have, premium music centric offering. And so it's a lot of good stuff that's going to be coming forward. One of them, Sweetie's going to have her own channel on there as well. So she's been doing some major things. Shout out to her for her grind.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Absolutely. Okay. And, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause, and then we'll be right back with more music industry news right after this. All right, and we're back with round two of music industry news. Diddy or Puffy or Sean Combs or Puff Daddy, however you know him, but I think even more recently Love, has announced the return of Revolt Summit to AT&T in Atlanta. So, it's going to be an annual 3-day in-person event. Of course, the focus is to celebrate the defining power of hip hop and culture within the community. And so it's going to run from November 11th to 13th. It's going to have keynote discussions and master classes from, all kinds of talent, interactive workshops, competitions, and more. So this year, the culture curators, as they call it, are Offset and Killer Mike. And tickets are available right now on revoltsummit.com.
And, just a tidbit. Now, I'm not proclaiming anything, but, to the listeners, you never know, because you better get your tickets now, because Achickwitbeatz might be in the house. I didn't say that, but you never know.
No comment. I played the fifth. All right. And, it seems like changes as far as name changes and acquisitions, mergers, and all that stuff have been going on. E1 Music has officially changed their name to Monarch Music Group. Now, Monarch is spelled MNRK. So, without actually reading about the pronunciation, I don't think I would have figured that out myself. But it's actually pronounced Monarch. So they're going to operate as a standalone music company focused on recording, publishing, and artist management. And just in case, it kind of picked up a lot of buzz during the time that, Hasbro had bought it. And it's like, well, the world's biggest toy company owns Death Row Records. But, aside from that, assets owned by E1 Music included Death Row, of course, the whole catalog, Dual Tone Music Group, and a production music house called Audio Network. And so now Monarch's going to keep working closely with E1's television and film divisions. And so they're going to be working to make the soundtracks for several upcoming projects, including a new My Little Pony film and, of course, background music for Peppa Pig. Now, I'm a mom, so I'm very familiar with the multiverse of those shows and films. So, good things happening. It's kind of one of those things that, unless you're watching it, you might not pay attention to the opportunities that exist there. But cool things going on.
Man, yeah, that's a strong nugget right there. That really is. So, hey, flow with it.
Yes. And Fortnite's upcoming global music series is going to have an interactive experience for every artist. And it will be called the Soundwave series. And it's going to feature artists from all over the world. And players will be able to experience music from the artists and do it in game. So, we've mentioned on here before, Epic Games has brought Travis Scott and Ariana Grande to Fortnite, to where people who game can attend these different events. And so now this new series is, basically a part of their quest to make sure that Fortnite is more than just a game, by giving players something else to do while they're in there and kind of keeping them locked into the Fortnite multiverse for music instead of just gaming, so they don't have to leave and go to a Spotify or Apple Music. So it's kind of interesting how they're trying to make this an all-inclusive thing. There are a lot of gaming companies that are kind of gunning for the same thing. And, we've mentioned several times on here how a lot of these, companies are working together. So it's a good thing and, something to kind of pay attention to as an indie artist. There might be room for you to kind of squeeze in where they are, or, as Breezy always says, find a way to do it, make it happen for yourself.
That's right, because a buddy of mine and I went to an electronics store one morning, and we got there about 9:15 to get some equipment that had to do with something totally unrelated, but there was a long line all the way from the front door all the way out through the parking lot of about, it looked to be 300 to 400 people. And so we thought, well, hey, maybe they got something on sale. I don't know. Hope we don't have to stand in this line, whatever. And so as we approached the front of the store, then we found out that that line was nothing but gamers. And there was a new game that was coming out at like 10 a.m. that morning. And we got there at 9:15 for something else. And we were just stunned at the amount of people that were there that were gamers. And they were hyped to get that so they could participate in it. So if you're an artist and you got a chance to get your music in there some kind of way with gaming, you better step up.
Absolutely. And so, yeah, that's a key thing. So just even, without taking into people trying to live stream things more often, even with just based off of that story you said, there's a tremendous opportunity right there. And so, now with some of them trying to move into the live show space and make that happen, there's opportunities to generate that as well. Because as many gamers were there, there's also people sitting at home that, download stuff all day long and just play it. So, you can log on to anybody's Twitch stream to see, how popular it is. So yeah, definitely something to pay attention to. I feel like, we keep mentioning these comparisons quite often. And so it's definitely more than just a temporary trend. Things are definitely going to be moving a little bit more into this realm. So you heard it here. And yeah. So that does it for music industry news for this week. We're going to take another pause for the cause, and then we'll be back before we head out for the night.
Okay.
Right. right, and that does it. It's a wrap for this week's show. It's always a good time. We really enjoy, being here with you, sharing what we know, letting you know about artists that you should know about, and all that good stuff. It's always a great time. We really, really enjoy doing it. We thank you for, riding along with us while we do it. And so, just in case you're not aware, depending on where you're listening to this, we air on Grander Radio every Saturday at 7. You can also catch us on your favorite podcast network. So make sure that you subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Yeah. In addition, I just got to drop this. There are going to be some great promotions coming up right around the corner. So it behooves you right now, wherever you are, to follow Achickwitbeatz.com. To follow Achickwitbeatz, to follow Music Marvel's radio show, and to follow Breezy Gipson, because there's some stuff coming up right around the corner that if you're not following, then you don't stand a chance to receive the goodness, okay? And by the way, check with Achickwitbeatz.com for your music needs, beats needs, expert advice needs in the music industry, and there's a whole lot going on. So that's at Achickwitbeatz.com.
Thank you so much. All right, thanks again to you listeners. You know what to do. Next time, same place. Tune in, tell a friend. We'll see you then. Peace.
Peace.